In this lecture, we're gonna learn about the network role and authority. We're gonna have a short and sweet presentation, and then we're gonna switch to the engine and see how this works. Okay, network role and authority. So what is the network role? Network role is something that's on the actor class, and it is what determines whose machine has control over the actor during a network game. Because all the actors in the game are being simulated both on the server and on all the clients. So who has authority over that actor on what machine is actually something that's important. So the authoritative actor is considered to have control over that actor's state, and it will replicate information to other machines within the network multiplayer session. When it comes to Unreal, the server always has authority. So the server's version of the actor that's being simulated in the server's machine, will always have authority, and the clients will always be what we call proxies. So the replication is always from the server to the clients, never the other way. And the remote proxy is the copy of the authoritative actor that's on a client's machine. It receives the replicated information from the authoritative actor which is on the server. So here we have a server and two clients. We have a box actor that's replicated, and this was spawned from the server, so the clients also have their own copy of it because of creation and destruction that we learned. Now, knowing what you just learned about authority, do you think the server's version of the box actor, do you think the server has authority over it? Do you think the client has authority over its version of the box actor? Well, the answer is the server has authority over the actor and the clients don't. So the server has the final say on the state of this actor. The clients, they don't have any say in it. To them, it's just a proxy. They rely 100% on the replicated information that comes from the server to update this box actor. There's a function on the actor class called getLocalRole. We can use this to learn the local role of any actor. And the local role just means the role on the current machine, the machine that this actor is being simulated on. The return type can be one of these values. Role none, which means that the actor has no role in the network and it doesn't replicate. Role authority, which means the actor is authoritative and it's replicating its information to its remote proxies. And then we have the simulated proxy and the autonomous proxy. So these are both proxies that are on the clients, but they have some differences. The simulated proxy is controlled entirely by an authoritative actor that's on the server. Most actors actually in a network game that is on the client will be a simulated proxy. An autonomous proxy is reserved for actors that are controlled by the player. So like the pawn that the player is controlling, that would be an autonomous proxy. And these have a little bit more control over the actor, so that's what separates simulated proxy and autonomous proxy. For the most part, if we're not dealing with autonomous proxies, the question is going to be, do we have authority or not? Are we the server or not? So using this function, getLocalRole, we can do a check, and if the return value of this function is role authority, that means the machine that we're on has authority over this actor, and that ultimately means that we are the server. There's another function on the actor class called hasAuthority, and this is just a shorthand way of doing this check. So instead of typing getLocalRole equals role authority, we can just say hasAuthority. And here we have a piece of code that you're gonna frequently use when you're making multiplayer games with Unreal. Here we have an if statement that's checking if the local role is equal to role authority. And if this is true, then that means this is a dedicated server or a listen server. If this is not true, that means that this instance of the game is a client. And this is extremely important because, as you know, some things we only want to do from the server, like spawning or destroying replicated actors. But the problem is, the same game code will run on both the server and the client. So we need a way to only do certain things on the server in the same code base. And this is how we do it. We do a check. We say if hasAuthority or if getLocalRole equals authority. And if this is the case, inside of this if block, we can do all the server specific logic that we want to do. And likewise, we can just do if get local role isn't equal to role authority to do client specific logic. So now that we have a basic idea of network roles and authority, let's switch to the engine and see a real life example.